Good morning. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, existence, for the new day. And today we have the magical air that we breathe, which gives us life. What we are only air. Just stop there for 2-3 minutes and everything is over. And we have to thank that air. And before that, let's do some exercise, deep breathing.
Strong walking right off the top. Nice, everybody. And walk, walk. Here's your pace. Walk, 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 walk. I love a 10-minute shot of speed. You're in it.
You can add
Come on.
breathing with walking.
4 and 3. We'll go right to side step now. Let's go. Side step. Good. Again, always get the feet, though, working before you add that intensity. So once I know my feet are okay, I'm confident with the move, then I sit into it because I want my thigh muscles to fire up. I want the back end, the hips to get involved. Out together, out together, out together, out together. There's 8, there's 7, there's 6, there's 5. Good, 4 and 3. Walking, walking, walking now. Go. It's still power walk, guys. Pump arms. Good. Kicks are coming. Let's go. 4, 3, 2. Now kick. Again, start them out, then build them up. But what I like to do here is remind myself how important posture is. Or really, it's locking in your core. Because if you're stable in the middle, your legs can go with power. So, tummy tuck, everybody. Bring belly button toward the spine. You're stable, and now go, legs. Give them a big kick. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You walk, walk, walk. Yeah. Always back to that walking. Feels so good. Knee lifts are coming. Give me 4 more. Here's 4 and 3 and 2. Now a knee lift. Come on, make it big. Just go right off the bat. Pull that knee high. Hands around to the hips. And you know what happens. It just starts to talk to the waistline. Pull that leg up. Knee, knee, knee. Hands to the hips. Hips. Good job. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk, 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 walk. Good. Good. And a power walk. We giggle when we hear Nick say, woo. That's good, Nick. And go, go, go. Tap out is coming, everybody. Give me 4 and 3 and 2. Now stretch the leg out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Tap. Sit into the movement. Again, you bring more thigh muscle to it when you sit down into it. And we're gonna follow the feet. There we go, here we go. Follow the feet, that's all you have to do. Extend the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Walk, walk, walk. We're walking now. Power walk, go. Nice. Side steps are coming back. We'll go singles first, and then we'll build them up. 4, 3, 2. A single side step. Get the feet working. All right, come on, add intensity. Sit down. Open, close arms. Here we go. Open, close, open, close. Come on. Tummy tuck. I still want you to feel that good core stability. And that'll set those arms and legs up for power when that middle is strong. 4, 3. All right, guys, go double, go 2. Over 2, good, and come on back. Go ahead, keep arms going. Out together, out together. Come on, big step, big step, big step. Excellent lateral motion. Come on now. Good for your balance. These are muscles that aren't used a lot because walking, we don't walk sideways, right? We don't use these muscles a lot. So now let's get them trained. Last time, guys. We want to work the body as a whole. You need to go forward and back and right and left. Functional fitness, that's what it is. So you can move around strong in your day. That's what fitness helps us to do. Walk, 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 walk. It's a power walk, guys. Upper body, we're just gonna reach to the beat. Ready? It's like this, guys. Reach and reach and reach. Tummy tuck. You can feel it. When the hands go above the head, the core fires. You can feel the muscle activity, even without any movement.
Thank your arms.
That's what's so great. Listen, there's a lot that's happening. Those muscles are in action, and these are basic movements. 4 and 3 and 2. Walk, 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 arms down. Yeah, nice. Good. Kickbacks, everybody. Good job, good sweat. Sweat's coming. Sweat's coming on Nikki. Yay. I love that. 4 more, here's 4, here's 3, here's 2. It's a kickback here, so all you do, hamstring curl, guys. Hamstring just initiates that movement, gets the back of the thigh involved. Hey guys, just one arm at a time. Go here and here, go here and here and here and here. That's it, just here and here, here and here. Nice. And 4, 3, 2, walk. Good, walk, walk, nice. Little bit of movement, 2 up and 2 back. Come on, keep that power pace. You feel that purpose to this pace? This is the speed that burns a lot of calories. This is the speed that burns stored fat. Come on, you gotta move to the pace. Just walk to the beat. 2 up, 2 back. Here it comes, we move. And back. And move, yes. Nice, all muscles in motion. Very nice, come on, go. And back. A body in motion is a healthy body, a healthy mind, a healthy soul. Everything. Your life is better when you move. That's how easy we can say it. Okay, again, we go up and back. And guys, walk in place right here. Good job. Tap out coming. Come on, just keep the beat. Keep the pace. So my top 10 list, oh my goodness, top 10 for a healthy life. Number 9, 4, 3, we're going to tap out first and then I'll give it to you. Are you thinking, oh, what is it? This big mystery. I love it. Come on, legs, stay strong, go legs. And just follow. Follow. Well, guess what it is? It's don't out-eat walking. You're fitness walking. So what I want to tell you is please, portions count for healthy life. Watch those portions. They do matter. But I want you to eat good and feel good. We can't eat like, birds. You gotta eat like real human beings. And 2 more, guys. Walk, 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 walk. But be mindful. Portions matter. Very good. You keep that for a lifetime. It'll serve you well. Keep walking, keep walking. March, march, march. Pick up those feet. An indoor walk is just like a march. Keeps that blood flowing. 4 more before the kicks. 4 and 3 and 2. Now you got to kick here, guys. Kick and kick. You build it up. Build it up. Tight tummy and reach for your feet. Let's go. Reach and reach and reach and reach. Every time you kick, tummy tuck. Come on, get all the muscles involved. When you think about what you're doing, you get much more out of it. Put your mind to the muscle, and the workout is better. I know sometimes you want to do your grocery list. I know, I do it. But stay with us, stay with us. Think of that tummy. Okay, walk, 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 guys, walk. Nice. Upper body, just to the beat. We reach now, we reach and reach and reach and reach. A tight tummy. Reach, walk strong. Come on, real strong. Nice. Arms down, power walk, 2 up, 2 back. Tina, I think I might come back with you, sweetie. Ready? 2 up, let's go. 1 and 2 and back and 2. 1 and 2, back and 2. 1 and 2. fun back there, Lisa Marie? I don't know. I hear Nick back there giggling. Tina's giggling. I don't know. What are we going to do, front row? Nikki, what are we going to do? That back row's having fun. And two. Back. Two. Up. And two. How fast it goes. Almost done. Almost there. Stay with me. Up. And back. And up. Nice. And yes, yes, yes. That was your 10-minute walk. You want to jump into a cool down or ready for the next segment that I...
Yes. Ready. Thank you, thank you, thank you, existence. Dr. Swapnil, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. I am Dr. Swapnil. I have made it before, sir, in the year 2017. So actually, I was from Surat Medical College. Now, right now, I am in Kokrajhar Medical College, sir.
Okay. Which
I'm
specialty?
So I'm Associate Professor of Pharmacology. Associate Professor of Pharmacology, sir.
Okay. Subrata Medical College, which city?
No, so it's Kokrajhar.
Okay, okay.
So it's a very new medical college. It was given LOP in the last year itself, sir.
Okay, okay. So welcome to our group. Every morning we meet here and we read one chapter from the Magic Book by Rhonda Byrne, and then we do some exercise, and our basic purpose is physician, heal thyself. We add the special ingredient of gratitude in everyone's life, and that will lead to happiness, that will overcome the phenomena of traumatic de-idealization from the lives of doctors. So we thank existence. Overall, we are sure that this will, in the long run, lead to creation of Satyug from Kali Yuga. The basic difference between Kali Yuga and Satyug is that in Kali Yuga, people complain about what they have, or about everything. In Kali Yuga, they thank, in Satyug, they thank existence that whatever they have already received. So welcome to the group.
Thank you, sir.
You can invite your friends also. And now we start a gratitude prayer.
Deep inhale and exhale. One more time. Take a deep inhale and exhale. हे प्रभु, हे ईश्वर, हे परमपिता, आज की सुबह के लिए धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। मैं बेहद कृतज्ञ हूँ ईश्वर। मैं आज की सुबह जीवित हूँ। मैंने आज आंखें खोली हैं। मैंने इस जीवन को देखा है। सचमुच मेरे जीवन में एक और जादू भरी सुबह देने के लिए धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। हे प्रभु, हे ईश्वर, हे परमपिता, मैं बेहद कृतज्ञ हूँ। मुझे यह जादू भरी सुबह, एक और दिन, एक नया दिन सौगात के रूप में आपने दिया है। मैं सचमुच कृतज्ञ हूँ मेरे माता और पिता की, जिन्होंने मुझे जन्म दिया, पाल पोस कर बड़ा किया। मेरे माता और पिता को प्रणाम, दिल की गहराइयों से मेरे माता और पिता को धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। मैं बेहद कृतज्ञ हूँ समूचे ब्रह्मांड की, धरती माँ की, आकाश पिता की, जल देव, अग्नि देव और वायु देव की, क्योंकि उन्होंने मेरे शरीर का निर्माण किया है, मुझे सचमुच एक स्वस्थ, सभी अंगों से परिपूर्ण शरीर दिया है। हे संपूर्ण ब्रह्मांड, मेरे शरीर के उपहार के लिए, मेरे प्रत्येक अंग के उपहार के लिए धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। हे संपूर्ण ब्रह्मांड, मैं दिल से कृतज्ञ हूँ। आपने मुझे शरीर के साथ स्वास्थ्य का भी उपहार दिया है। यह स्वास्थ्य का उपहार जो हर पल मुझे जीवित रखता है, मेरे स्वास्थ्य के उपहार के लिए धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। हे संपूर्ण ब्रह्मांड, मैं सच में कृतज्ञ हूँ। आपने मेरे जीवन जीने की सारी व्यवस्थाएं इस ब्रह्मांड में मेरे आने से पहले ही कर दी। पर्याप्त मात्रा में भोजन, पानी और जाने किन किन सुविधाओं को आपने सौगात के रूप में मेरे लिए पहले से बना दिया। मेरी हर आवश्यकता को पूर्ति करने के लिए धरती माँ को, आकाश पिता को, जल देव, अग्नि देव, वायु देव को दिल की गहराइयों से धन्यवाद, 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 सचमुच धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। हे प्रभु, हे परम पिता, हे मेरे मालिक, यह शरीर और आत्मा आपकी दी हुई है, आप इसके मालिक हैं। फिर भी इस शरीर से और इस आत्मा से जाने कितने ही कार्य मैंने किए हैं। हे प्रभु, हे परम पिता, आपने मुझे कई सारी अनुपम सौगातें दी, सबका धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। हे ईश्वर, हे मेरे मालिक, आपने मुझे इतनी सारी सुख सुविधाओं के अलावा एक और सुविधा दी, जिससे मैं जो भी जरूरत चाहूं उसे पूरा कर लेती हूँ। वो है धन का उपहार। सचमुच मुझे अब तक जो भी धन दिया गया, उस धन के उपहार के लिए धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। हे करुणानिधान, हे मेरे मालिक, आपने मेरे जीवन में प्रेम भरने के लिए, मुझे प्यार करने और प्यार कराने के लिए रिश्ते, नाते और परिवार दिए हैं। सचमुच प्रभु, मुझे यह परिवार देने के लिए, मुझे मित्र, साथी, सखा देने के लिए आपको दिल से धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। मैं बहुत बहुत कृतज्ञ हूँ भगवान। हे मेरे मालिक, हे करुणानिधान, आप बेहद दयालु हैं। मैंने इस शरीर और आत्मा से कई अपराध किए हैं, फिर भी आपने मुझे अपना कहने और अपने बनाने वाले लोगों को साथ दिया। इस जीवन में मुझे कई लोगों का साथ दिया, जाने अनजाने मैं उन्हें अपनी कृतज्ञता, अपना धन्यवाद भी नहीं लौटा पाता, फिर भी सतत रूप से वो मेरे लिए कार्यशील हैं। हे मेरे मालिक, मुझे जीवन में इतने लोगों का साथ देने के लिए, अपने लोग देने के लिए, अपना परिवार देने के लिए आपको धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। मेरे पास सच में परिवार है, रिश्ते हैं, नाते हैं, मेरे दोस्त सखा हैं। हे प्रभु, मैं सचमुच कृतज्ञ हूँ, मैं बेहद खुश हूँ। कि मैं और मेरे सभी साथी 21 दिनों से ज्यादा तक इस कृतज्ञता के सुमार्ग पर चलते जा रहे हैं। हम अपने जीवन को और बेहतर बनाने की कोशिश करते जा रहे हैं और इसी से हम यह समझ पाए हैं कि यह जीवन हमारे लिए कितना महत्वपूर्ण है। इस प्यारे जीवन के लिए और इस जीवन में कृतज्ञता के मार्ग को हमें दिखाने के लिए आपको धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। हे करुणा निधान, हे मेरे मालिक, मैं और मेरे सभी साथी इसी तरह कृतज्ञता के मार्ग पर चलते रहें, हमेशा रोशन रहें। ये जीवन जो आपने खुश रहने और आनंद करने के लिए दिया है, ये सुख सुविधाएं सौगात जो आपने हमें आनंद के लिए दी है, इसका लाभ उठाते रहें, प्यार से भरे रहें, प्यार से परिपूर्ण रहें और प्रेम ही फैलाते रहें। हम जहां भी जाएं वहां बेहद खुश रहें और खुशियां बिखेरते रहें। यही मेरे लिए और मेरे सभी साथियों के लिए प्रार्थना है। हम सभी के सुमार्ग पर चलने के, कृतज्ञता के मार्ग पर चलने के बेहतरीन परिणाम के लिए धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू जी। Just rub your palms together. अपने हाथों को रब करें। दोनों हाथों से आंखों को ढक लें। बंद आंखों से सफेद प्रकाश को देखें। Feel the white light. धीरे धीरे खुद को आशीर्वाद दें। दोनों हाथों को सर पे ले जाएं और बोलें, मैं सचमुच सर्वशक्तिमान हूँ, मैं सचमुच सर्वशक्तिमान हूँ, मैं असीम शक्तियों से परिपूर्ण सर्वशक्तिमान हूँ। धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। दोनों हाथों को सामने रखते हुए खोलें और उस परमपिता का नाम लेते हुए कहें, हे प्यारे प्रभु, आपने मेरी रचना की, सचमुच मुझे इतना प्यारा बनाने के लिए आपको धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। हे मेरे मालिक, हे करुणा निधान, हे परमपिता, मेरे जैसा कोई दूजा आपने ना रचा। मुझे इतना अद्भुत बनाने के लिए, मुझे मेरी इतनी अनुपम रचना करने के लिए आपको शुक्रिया, शुक्रिया, शुक्रिया। यस, I am invincible. I am an invincible. I am an invincible. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dear universe. Yes, I am the best. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the day. Thank you for today's beautiful day. Thank you for the best day. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, dear universe. I'm cash rich. I'm beautiful. I'm strong. I can do everything. I'm really fulfilled with happiness. I am fulfilled with love. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, to join the session. Let's start a beautiful day with a beautiful chapter. हाँ जी, अपने अपने चेहरे ऑन कर दीजिए, दिखा दीजिए। हैप्पी मॉर्निंग, डिवाइन मॉर्निंग, हेल्दी मॉर्निंग, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन मॉर्निंग। सब कुछ सब कुछ बहुत बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है हमारी जिंदगी में। जैसा भी चल रहा है बहुत ही अच्छा चल रहा है और हम बहुत आगे की ओर जा रहे हैं। कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस रियली टू एवरीवन कि हम लोग आगे 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 बढ़ते जा रहे हैं। कोई कुछ शेयर करना चाहता है तो बता दीजिए।
So we reach the magical air, the air we breathe. I mean, people who live in metropolitan cities, I mean, where good air is not available, I mean, they know the value of air. I mean, in the hospitals during Corona times, we didn't get good air. So, Earth is the only planet where oxygen, this air cover is available. It's not available on any other planet. And to save us further, an ozone layer is on the top. So existence has created these conditions only on Earth. And that is what facilitates life. We thank air. So you can see here the author has shown a tree which is breathing out air, breathing out oxygen, and it is sparkling everywhere, thanking existence with more and more air. Thank you, existence. Have we thanked the trees for producing oxygen? So, who will be speaking today?
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Shivangi speaking.
Okay.
And on the occasion of Christmas Eve, I would like to read out, sir.
Oh, sure, sure. Yes.
Yes. So here it goes. It is quite possible to leave your home for a walk in the early morning air and return a different person, beguiled, enchanted. Mary Ellen Chase, educator and writer. If someone had told me a few years back to be grateful for the air that I breathe, I would have thought the person was crazy. It wouldn't have made a bit of sense to me. Why on earth would anyone be grateful for the air they breathe? But as my life changed from using gratitude, the things that I took for granted or didn't give a second thought about became an absolute miracle to me. I went from sweating the small stuff in my little world and day to day life to opening my eyes and thinking about the bigger picture and wonder of the universe. As the great scientist Newton said, when I look at the solar system, I see the Earth at the right distance from the sun to receive the proper amounts of heat and light. This did not happen by chance. Next page, sir. Those words made me think more and more about the bigger picture. It is not an accident that there is a protective atmosphere surrounding us and that beyond it there is no air or oxygen. It's not an accident that the trees give off oxygen so that our atmosphere is continually replenished. It's not an accident that our solar system is perfectly placed and that if it were anywhere else in the galaxy, it would most likely be devastated by cosmic radiation. There is thousands of there are there are thousands of parameters and ratios that support life on Earth. So next page, please. There are thousands of parameters and ratios that support life on Earth. All of them are on a knife edge, and their fine tuning is so critical that a fraction of a difference in any of these parameters and ratios would make life unlivable on planet Earth. It is difficult to believe that all these things could have happened by accident. It would seem that they are perfectly designed, perfectly placed, perfectly balanced for us. When the realization hits you that all of these things might not be an accident, and that the balance of every microscopic element surrounding Earth and on Earth is in perfect harmony to support us, you will feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for life because all of it has been done to sustain you. Next page, sir. The magical air that you breathe is not an accident or a fluke of nature. When you think about the enormousness of what had to take place in the universe for us to have air, and you then take a breath, breathing air into your body becomes breathtaking in every sense of the word. We take one breath after another and never give a thought to the fact that there is always air for us to breathe. Yet, oxygen is one of the most plentiful elements in our body, and as we breathe, it feeds every cell in our body so that we can continue to live. The most precious gift of our life is air, because without it, none of us would last more than a few minutes. When I first began to use gratitude's magical power, I used it for a lot of personal things that I wanted, and it worked. But it was when I began to be grateful for the real gifts in life that I experienced the ultimate power of gratitude. The more grateful I became for a sunset, a tree, the ocean, the dew on the grass, my life, and the people in it, every material thing I have ever dreamed of having poured down upon me. I now understand the reason why it happened that way. When we can feel truly grateful for the precious gifts of life and nature, like the magical air that we breathe, we have reached one of the deepest possible levels of gratitude. And whoever has that depth of gratitude will receive absolute abundance. Today, stop and think about the glorious air that you breathe. Take 5 deliberate breaths and feel the feeling of the air moving inside your body and feel the joy of breathing it out. Take 5 full breaths in and out 5 different times today. And after you have taken each set of 5 breaths, say the magical words. Thank you for the magical air that I breathe, and be as genuinely grateful as you can for the precious, life giving air that you breathe. It is best if you can do this magical practice outside so you can really feel and appreciate the magnificence of fresh air. But if it is not possible, then do it inside. You can close your eyes while taking the breaths, or you can do it with your eyes open. You can do it while you are walking, waiting in line, shopping, or anywhere at any time you want. The important thing is to deliberately feel the feeling of air going in and out of your body. Breathe the way you naturally breathe because this magical practice is not about your breathing, but about your gratitude, for the air you breathe. If taking a bigger breath helps you to feel more gratitude, then do that. If it helps to make a sound or mentally say the magical words, thank you, as you breathe the air out, then do that. If you want, you can also do a variation of this practice in the future by imagining you are breathing in gratitude and filling yourself up with it with every breath you take. In ancient teachings, it is said that when a person reaches the point of being deeply grateful for the air that they breathe, their gratitude will have reached a new level of power, and they will have become the true alchemist who can effortlessly turn every part of their life into gold.
So the air, the pranayam we all do, it is part of yogic practice. The Vipassana meditation, we just close our eyes and look at the our breath. I mean, it has got therapeutic value. Just becoming conscious of the air around us, and being grateful for it brings blessings from the universe. Yes.
Yeah. The magical air that you breathe. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. 5 times today, stop and think about the glorious air that you breathe. Take 5 deliberate breaths and feel the feeling of the air moving inside your body and feel the joy of breathing it out. After you have taken the 5 breaths, say the magic words, thank you for the magical air that I breathe. Be as grateful as you can for the precious life giving air that you breathe. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you. You are for the best thing that happened during the day. Next
Thank
page,
you.
sir.
So tomorrow it is the magic wand. So we can take 5 breaths right now. Thank you, existence. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the air we breathe. Thank you for the wonderful oxygen, the right amount of oxygen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, trees, for making that oxygen. Thank you, existence, for providing a cover of the air. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I was just thinking, and that if we could take a photograph of all of us, if you could all show your videos, and if possible. Yes, sir. How to not able to gallery view. Yes. So we can take. Others can also show their videos. Thank you. So today it's a Sunday, and we can go through some portion of the book. The
Look, 7 places.
We're beginning to understand in medical science the degree to which the nature of thoughts and emotions actually determines the physical substance and structure and function of our bodies.
We've known in the healing arts of a placebo effect. A placebo is something that supposedly has no impact and no effect on the body, like a sugar pill or something. You tell the patient that this is just as effective. And what happens is the placebo has the same effect, if not greater effect, than sometimes the medication is supposed to be designed for that effect. So they found out that the human mind is the biggest factor in the healing arts, more so than sometimes the medication. If somebody is in a situation where they're sick and they have an alternative to try to explore what is in their mind creating it versus using medicine, if it's an acute situation that could really bring death to them, then obviously the medicine is a wise thing to do while they explore what the mind is about. So you don't want to negate medicine. Every form of healing has a place.
There is only a stream of well-being that flows, you know. It is a stream of pure positive energy. And the universe, all that we know, is abundant with only that. This is a world that is based upon well-being, and well-being dramatically abounds. And when you are allowing that stream to flow in its fullness, you feel very, very good. And when you are pinching it off a bit, you feel not so good. There is only a stream of goodness or well-being which you are allowing or not. And your magnificent emotions are telling you what the mix is, how you're doing in your allowing or your resisting of this connection.
You know people who have had terminal disease. Stop and think of the word dis-ease. Hyphenate the word. That's a body that's not at ease.
We've got 1,000 different diagnoses and disease out there. They're just the weak link. They're all the result of one thing, stress. And you put enough stress on the chain, you put enough stress on the system, and one of the links breaks.
Our physiology creates disease to give us feedback, to let us know we have an imbalanced perspective and we're not loving and we're not grateful. So the body's signs and symptoms are not something terrible.
Is when a person has manifested a disease in their body temple or some kind of discomfort in their life. Through the power of right thinking, can it be turned around? And the answer is absolutely yes.
On November 23rd, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I truly believed in my heart, with my strong faith, that I was already healed. During the day, all day long, I would just say, thank you for my healing. On and on and on I went, thank you for my healing. I believed in my heart I was healed. I saw myself as if cancer was never in my body. One of the things I did to heal myself was to watch very funny movies. That's all we would do is just laugh, laugh, laugh. We couldn't afford to put any stress in my life because we knew stress was one of the worst things you can do while you're trying to heal yourself. From the time I was diagnosed, which was November 23rd, to the time I was healed totally, was approximately 3 months. And that's without radiation and chemotherapy.
Well, we come with a basic program. It's called self-healing. You get a wound, it grows back together. You get a bacterial infection, the immune system comes and takes care of those bacteria and heals it up. The immune system is made to heal itself.
Dis-ease cannot live in a body that's in a healthy emotional state. Your body is casting off millions of cells every second, and it's creating millions of new cells.
In fact, literally, parts of our body are replaced every day. Other parts take a few months, other parts a couple of years. But within a few years, we have a brand new physical body.
If you have a disease and you're focusing on it and you're talking to people about it, you're going to create more disease cells. See yourself living in a perfectly healthy body. Let the doctor look after the disease.
Can you feel the difference between having painful arthritis in your hips and feeling fearful about it, or having painful arthritis in your hips and feeling hopeful about it? The difference between fearful and hopeful is the difference between recovery or not.
Happier thoughts lead to essentially a happier biochemistry, a happier, healthier body. Negative thoughts, stress, has been shown to seriously degrade the body and the functioning of the brain, because it's our thoughts and emotions that are continuously reassembling, reorganizing, recreating our body.
Remove physiological stress from the body, and the body does what it was designed to do. It heals itself.
I've seen kidneys regenerated. I've seen cancer dissolved. I've seen eyesight improve and come back.
I always say that incurable means curable from within.
You can change your life and you can heal yourself.
Well, my story begins on March 10, 1981. It really changed my whole life. It was a day I'll never forget. I crashed an airplane. I ended up in the hospital completely paralyzed. My spinal cord was crushed. I broke the first and second cervical vertebrae. My swallowing reflex was destroyed. I couldn't eat or drink. My diaphragm was destroyed. I couldn't breathe. All I could do was blink my eyes. The doctors, of course, said all my life I'd be a vegetable. All I'd do is blink my eyes the rest of my life. That's the picture they saw of me, but it didn't matter what they thought. The main thing was what I thought. I picture myself being a normal person again, walking out of that hospital. The only thing I had to work with in the hospital was my mind. As long as you have your mind, you can put things back together again. I was hooked to a respirator, and they said I'd never breathe on my own again because my diaphragm was destroyed. But this little voice kept saying to me, breathe deep, breathe deep. Finally, I was weaned from it. They were at a loss for an explanation. See, I could not afford to allow anything to come in my mind that would distract me from my goal and from my vision. Well, I set a goal to walk out of the hospital on Christmas. That was my goal. Months later, I walked out of the hospital on my own 2 feet. They said it couldn't be done. That's a day I will never forget. For people that are sitting out there right now watching this program that are hurting, if I wanted to sum up my life and sum up for people what they can do in life, I would sum it up this way in 6 words. Man becomes what he thinks about.
The inside becomes the outside.
We notice that there are so many people who are living life in a very conditional way. They look out and they see things that are wonderful and they say, yes, we want more of those. We would vote for that. We would support that with our time and energy and money. But then they look out and they see things that they do not want, terrible things that they do not want to live and that they do not want to see others live. And they say, we've got to do something about getting rid of those things. But they don't realize that as they push against the unwanted, they add power to it. In this world, there is a war against poverty and a war against cancer and a war against teenage pregnancy and a war against terrorism and a war against violence and a war against terrorism. We mentioned that there's a war against terrorism, and all of this pushing against is only adding to, because no and make it go away. When you shout no, law of attraction is lining that up.
The reason that what you resist persists is because if you're resisting something, you're saying, no, I don't want this thing because it makes me feel this way, the way I'm feeling right now. So you're just putting out this really strong emotion of, wow, I really don't like this feeling, and it's there, and it just comes racing towards you.
You know, the anti-war movement creates more war. The anti-drug movement has actually created more drugs because we're focusing on what we don't want, drugs.
People will say, well, shouldn't I focus upon that? That is true. And we say, that is like saying, because someone gave their attention to something they did not want long enough that now it is manifested, I should do it too. And we say, we don't really understand that reasoning.
Mother Teresa was brilliant. She said, I will never attend an anti-war rally. If you have a peace rally, invite me. You know, she knew. She understood the secret. I mean, look what she manifested in the world.
So if you're anti-war, be pro-peace. If you're anti-hunger, be pro people having more than enough to eat. If you're anti a particular politician, be pro his opponent. Often elections are tipped in the favor of the person that people are really against because he's getting all the energy and all the focus.
You want to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. It's okay to notice what you don't want because that gives you contrast to say, well, this is what I do want. But the fact is that the more you talk about what you don't want or talk about how bad it is, read about all of that all the time, and then say, oh, how terrible it is, well, you're creating more of that.
You know, so many times people say to me, well, James, I have to be informed. Maybe you have to be informed, but you don't have to be inundated.
Learn to become still and to take your attention away from what you don't want. All the emotional charge around it, and place the attention on what you wish to experience.
I always say when the voice and the vision on the inside become more profound and more clear and loud than the opinions on the outside, you've mastered your life.
You are not here to try to get the world to be just as you want it to be. You are here to create the world around you that you choose, while you allow the world as others choose it to be, to exist also.
One of the questions I get almost all the time, and it's probably on somebody's mind right now if it's not on yours, and that's the idea that, well, if everybody uses The Secret and they all treat the universe like a catalog, aren't we going to run out of stuff? Won't everybody just make a run for it and bust the bank?
What's beautiful about the teaching of the Great Secret is that there's more than enough to go around for everyone. There is a lie that acts like a virus within the mind of humanity. And that lie is there's not enough good to go around. There's lack, and there's limitation, and there's just not enough. That lie has people living in fear, greed, stinginess, and those thoughts of fear, greed, stinginess, and lack become their experience. So the world has taken a nightmare pill. Now, the truth is, there's more than enough good to go around. There's more than enough creative ideas. There's more than enough power. There's more than enough love. There's more than enough joy. All of this begins to come through a mind that is aware of its own infinite nature.
Every great teacher who's ever walked the planet has told us that life was meant to be abundant.
And so, just when we think that resources are dwindling, we find new resources to achieve the same things.
And so even though we say we have lack, it's because we don't open up our vision and see all of what's around us.
You know, when everybody starts to live from their heart and go for what they want, they don't go for the same things. That's the beauty of this. We don't all want BMWs. We don't all want the same person. We don't all want the same experiences. We don't all want the same clothing. We don't all want fill in the blank.
There's enough for everyone. If you believe it, if you can see it, if you act from it, it will show up for you. That's the truth.
So let the variety of your reality thrill you as you get to choose from among it those things that you're wanting. And when you see something that you want in your experience, think about it. Find the feeling place of it. Get inside of it. Talk about it and write it down. Write a script about it. Make it your reality by becoming a match to it. And when you see those things that you're not wanting in your experience, do not talk about them. Don't write about them. Don't join groups that worry about them. Don't push against them. Do your best to ignore them. Remove your attention from the things that you do not want, while you give your undivided attention to the things that you do want.
Most of the leaders in the past missed the great part of the secret, which is empowering and sharing with others. This is the best time to have ever been alive in history. It's the first time we've ever had the power to gain knowledge at our fingertips.
When we look around us, even at our own bodies, what we see is the tip of the iceberg.
Think of this for a moment. Take your hand and look at it. Now, your hand looks solid, but it's really not. If you put it under a proper microscope, you'd see a mass of energy vibrating.
Everything is made up of the exact same thing, whether it's your hand, whether it's the ocean, or whether it's a star.
Everything is energy. And let me help you understand that just a little bit. There's the universe, of course, and our galaxy, and our planet, and then individuals, and then inside of this body are organ systems, and then there's cells, and then there's molecules, and then there's atoms, and then there is energy. So there are a lot of levels to talk about something on, but everything in the universe is energy.
I don't care what city you're living in, you've got enough power in your body, potential power, to illuminate the whole city for nearly a week.
Most people define themselves by this finite body, but you're not a finite body. I mean, even under a microscope, you're an energy field. Well, what we know about energy is this. You go to a quantum physicist and you say, what creates the world? And he or she will say, energy. Well, describe energy. Okay, it can never be created or destroyed. It's always was, always has been. Everything that ever existed always exists. It's moving into form, through form, and out of form. Okay, great. You go to a theologian and you ask the question, what created the universe? And he or she will say, God. Okay, describe God. Always was and always has been, never can be created or destroyed, all that ever was, always will be, always moving into form, through form, and out of form. You see, it's the same description, just different terminology. And so if you think you're this meat suit running around, think again. You're a spiritual being. You're an energy field operating in a larger energy field.
We're all connected. We just don't see it. There isn't an out there and an in here. Everything in the universe is connected. It's just one energy field.
You are extensions of source energy, and you are here in these magnificent bodies, but your bodies have distracted you, for the most part, from who you really are. You are source energy. You are eternal beings. You are God force. You are that which you call God.
Scripturally, we could say that we are the image and the likeness of God. We could say we are another way that the universe is becoming conscious of itself. We could say that we are the infinite field of unfolding possibility. All of that would be true.
Every great tradition has told you that you were created in the image and the likeness of the creative source. That means that you have God potential and power to create your world, and you are. You are. And maybe you've created things to this point that are wonderful and worthy of you, and maybe you haven't. The question I'd ask you to consider is, do the results you have in your life, are they what you really want? And are they worthy of you? If they're not worthy of you, then when would now be the right time to change those? Because you have the power to do that.
You know, a lot of people feel like they're victims in life, and they'll often point to past events, perhaps growing up with an abusive parent or in a dysfunctional family. And I would add as a parenthesis here that most psychologists believe that about 85% of families are dysfunctional. So it's like all of a sudden you're not so unique. My parents were alcoholics, my dad abused me, my mother divorced him when I was 6.
From the age of 13 to 18, I was involved in street gangs.
I had a severe motorcycle accident.
I was homeless at one point in Dallas. I lived in poverty for 15 years in Houston.
When I was a child, I had learning difficulties, and I was considered learning disabled, and I was told I would never read, write, or communicate, never amount to anything, not go very far in life.
I mean, that's almost everybody's story in some form or not. So that's just called so what. The real what is, what are you going to do now? What do you choose now? Because you can either keep focusing on that or you can focus on what you want. And when people start focusing on what they don't want falls away. And that part expands and the other part disappears.
We are wanting you to come to the place where you're beginning to offer your thought deliberately, where you're guiding your thoughts on purpose, where you are the creator of your own experience because you are the manager of your own thoughts.
The beautiful thing about the law of attraction is that you can begin where you are, and you can begin to think, real thinking, and you can begin to generate within yourself a feeling tone of harmony and happiness. The law will begin to respond to that.
So now you start to have different beliefs, like there is more than enough in the universe. Or you have the belief that everything goes right for me. Or you have the belief that I'm not getting older, I'm getting younger. We can create it the way we want it by using the law of attraction.
And you can break yourself free from your hereditary patterns, cultural codes, social beliefs, and prove once and for all that the power within you is greater than the power that's in the world.
Some of you may be thinking, well, that's very nice, but I can't do that, or she won't let me do that, or he'll never let me do that, or I haven't got enough money to do that, or I'm not strong enough to do that, or I'm not rich enough to do that. I'm not. Every single I'm not is a creation. Whether you can or you can't, you are right.
Are there any limits to this? Absolutely not. We are unlimited beings. We have no ceiling. The capabilities and the talents and the gifts and the power that is within every single individual on this planet is unlimited.
There is no blackboard in the sky on which God has written your purpose, your mission in life. There's no blackboard in the sky that says Neil Donald Walsh, a handsome guy who lived in the first part of the 21st century, who, colon, then there's a blank, you know, and all I have to do to really understand what I'm doing here, why I'm here, is to find that blackboard and find out what God really has in mind for me. But the blackboard doesn't exist. So your purpose is what you say it is. Your mission is the mission you give yourself. Your life will be what you create it as, and no one will stand in judgment of it now or ever.
It took a lot of years for me to get this, because I grew up very much with this idea that, you know, there was something I was supposed to do, and if I wasn't doing it, I was like, God wouldn't be happy with me, you know? When I really got that my primary aim was to feel and experience joy, then I began to do only those things which brought me joy. We have a saying, you know, if it ain't fun, don't do it, you know?
Joy, love, freedom, happiness, laughter. That's what it is. And if you've just experienced joy sitting there and meditating for an hour, by golly, do that. If you experience joy eating a salami sandwich, then do that.
When I pet my cat, I'm in a state of joy. When I walk in nature, I'm in a state of joy. So I want to constantly put myself in that state. And when I do that, then all I have to do is have the intention of what I want, and what I want manifest.
So inner happiness actually is the fuel of success.
Anything that makes you feel good is always going to be drawing in more. You are listening to this right now. It's you that drew this into your life. It's your choice whether you want to take it and utilize it. If it feels good, if it doesn't feel good, then you know, let it go. Find something that feels good, that resonates with your heart.
Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. We think those are the best words we have ever heard spoken from a human tongue. And if one could follow one's bliss, you would follow the trail to abundance and well-being on all subjects.
Enjoy life with us, because life is phenomenal. It's a magnificent trip.
You will live in a different reality, a different life, and people will look at you and say, what do you do different than me? Well, the only thing that is different is that you work with the secret.
And then you can do and have and be things that people will say that's impossible for you to do and have and be.
We're really now moving into a new era. It's the era where the last frontier is not space, as Star Trek would say, but it's going to be mind.
I see a future of unbounded potential, unbounded possibilities. Remember, we're using at most 5% of the potential of the human mind. 100% human potential is the result of proper education. So imagine a world where people were using their full mental and emotional potential. We could go anywhere. We could do anything, achieve anything.
See yourself with the good that you desire. Every religious book tells us that. Every great book on philosophy, every great leader, all the avatars who have ever lived, go back and study the wise ones. Many of them have been presented to you in this program. You know what? They all understood one thing. They understood the secret. And now you understand it. And the more you use it, the more you'll understand it.
You may be feeling that it would be easier to be hearing these words if they had come to you the first day of your experience upon this earth. And if we were talking to you on your first day of physical life experience, we would say to you, welcome to planet Earth. There is nothing that you cannot be or do or have. You are a magnificent creator, and you are here by your powerful and deliberate wanting to be here. Go forth, giving thought to what you are wanting, attracting life experience to help you decide what you want. And once you have decided, giving thought only unto that. Most of your time will be spent collecting data that will help you decide what it is you want. But your real work is to decide what you want and then to focus upon it. For it is through focusing upon what you want that you will attract it. That is the process of creating.
I believe that you're great, that there's something magnificent about you. Regardless of what has happened to you in your life, regardless of how young or how old you think you might be, the moment you begin to think properly, there's something that is within you, there's power within you that's greater than the world, it will begin to emerge. It will take over your life. It will feed you. It will clothe you. It will guide you, protect you, direct you, sustain your very existence if you let it. Now that is what I know for sure.
So, thank you, thank you, thank you. So today is Christmas Eve, and it's a good day. Thank you. So we end it here now.